Hi, Hakan here from Web News team. Thank you very much for joining us again. Do you want to have a standalone page for all your event locations or make the locations field more interactive? Make sure to stick around. Once you've installed the add-on, head to the plugins section and activate it. Afterward, head to the ME calendar settings and click on the newly added Advanced Location item. Let's go over the configuration options on this tab. For the first option, the dedicated page for this add-on gets created the moment you install and activate it. Onto the other options. First up, we have Location Skin, which determines the location page's shortcode view. In any single event page, you always have a location menu, and if you want to view whether other events are hosted in this location, you need to link it to that location page. To do this, head back to the Settings page and enable the Redirect Location Titles option. Now, if you reload our page, the location icon changes to a link icon and becomes clickable. When you click on it, you're sent to the Location Details page, which displays all the other events being hosted there. The second option in the settings is the Location Event Skin, which also wish to list to show you the difference on the Location Details page. Now, the events on the location page are being displayed in list view. The next option sets a limit on the number of events shown on each location single page, which is set to 12 by default. Location limit determines how many individual locations are shown in the locations page. You can leave that as the default 12 too. The Event Columns option is for when you are using the grid skin and determines how events are displayed. We suggest leaving it as 3 columns for optimal viewing. For optimal viewing. Load More lets users retrieve more events if you maybe have more than 12 events for a given location. Show events list is crucial, so I'll disable it to show you what impact it has on the location page. Now let's refresh the location details page, and as you can see, the events associated with the location are now shown. The next option shows the location in a map right above it. For this, we need to have assigned an exact map location for the event under the Locations side menu. So you'll need the exact longitude and latitude for it. Back to the settings, this was the option we already covered, which made the location widget clickable. The Details Link option determines the behavior of the link. On the first option, if the location has a link associated with it, it'll redirect to that. So if we've set a location website here with priority website, then it'll send us there once we click on it from here. Let me show you how it looks for this event location that already has a website for it. So let's save the settings and reload our event page to see how the click behavior changed. As you can see, the website link is shown on the bottom left instead of the location details page. The second option will force website links regardless of whether there is a link for the location or not. I don't recommend using this option. Lastly, we have Force Single Page, which will always redirect your location to the location single page. I recommend putting it on the first option, so if there is a link, it'll head there, and if there is no link, it'll redirect to the location single page. The last option determines whether a new window opens when you click on the link. I suggest putting it on New Window. With the configuration done, it's time to cover the shortcodes. The location single page is pre-built and you won't be able to modify it, but what if you want to manage that page? For that, you'll need to use the MEC location shortcode, and the ID variable for it can be set from the Locations tab. That's different for each location. Limit even limits the number of events. Ongoing true or false will determine if only the ongoing events are shown, and Load More will leave the button on that page. In essence, the shortcode recreates the location details page while giving you the option to modify certain aspects of it. The new shortcode gives you a list of all locations on your website and is very useful. So let's copy it to demonstrate on a new page. Let's create a location list page and paste the shortcode. You can set a number for the limit, which I'll set as 12. I'd like to include the load more button, but since we only have 5 locations, it won't show now. So let's change the event limit to 3. I'll choose the display style as list view, set the filter for locations and search as true. The search determines which variables to search for and removes a specific location from the list. Calls refers to the number of columns, and I suggest keeping the rest of these as is or removing them, probably. And if you want to change the display order of your events, then you use these last 2 parameters. This is my preferred location shortcode, so I'll hit publish. As you can see, this is how our custom location page looks like, and the load more shows more locations, and by clicking on each, it will redirect us to either the details page or the website address set for them. So if you've set the details link on priority, make sure to switch it to full single page. Now, back on our custom location shortcode, each location redirects us to its own details page where all the events associated with it are shown. That was it for this add-on. Overall, it helps you have a dedicated page for all your locations with an additional details page listing all the events under it, but you also have the option to customize these pages using the advanced shortcode parameters given. So I hope you found this video useful, and I look forward to reading your thoughts and comments down below the video about this add-on and or other products. Thank you very much for staying with me, and see you in the next video.